Hi guys, Luke here of SimBoxx, and this is my prediction for the huge Canelo versus Callum Smith super middleweight clash this weekend. The WBA, WBC and Ring Magazine titles on the line. You know, and I'm going to be honest, originally I did favour Canelo and I favoured him massively. The big fight experience of being in there with Gennady Golovkin twice, being in there with Sergey Kovalev most recently, winning the title up at light heavyweight, and a multitude of a who's who of top level competitors. Of course, he lost to Floyd Mayweather, but aside from that, it's all victories and beating, you know, Erislandy Lara and Miguel Cotto and other names that I've previously mentioned. So I think the big fight experience definitely favoured Canelo, and that was swaying my opinion earlier on. But having seen the recent face-off, the recent face-to-face, you know, they come together for the first time, I cannot believe in person how big Callum Smith is compared to Canelo, and I can only believe that makes a huge impact on the fight. You know, this isn't, with all due respect, Rocky Fielding, who didn't use his size and his reach advantages against Canelo in Madison Square Garden, and I think Callum will use those advantages. I think he will keep Canelo off. He has the power to earn the respect. You know, I'm not sure he gets a knockout. We all know how good Canelo's chin is, but let's not mistake this. Callum Smith is a huge puncher in his own right. He has power that needs to be respected, and he will earn that respect from Canelo. I think he'll keep him off. I think he'll keep him at range. There will be, you know, some close contentious moments in there. There might be a couple of worries for Joe Gallagher and the team, but ultimately I'm going to back the Brit. I'm going to back the betting underdog. Callum Smith's going to cause a great shock. He's going to propel himself up the pound for pound rankings, and he's going to be up there with Anthony Joshua as the flag bearer for British boxing once he gets this win. So yeah, let's back the Brit, let's back the underdog, get behind our boy, and let's watch him cause the upset out in Texas. Thank you.
It's Ewan here, and we're here for the big one. It's Canelo and Callum Smith. I think there's three main factors in this fight. The first is size. Obviously, you've got Callum Smith at 6'3", Canelo at 5'8". Callum with a 78-inch reach, Canelo with a 70-inch reach. How that size difference is going to gel, whether Callum's going to be able to use that distance or whether Canelo is going to use it to his advantage, because Callum's got long levers on the inside. That's a big factor. The second is range management, and can Callum keep Canelo on the outside? Does he have the power to keep him off and maintain his distance? The third factor is game plan, and I think that the battle between Joe Gallagher and Eddie Reynoso will be a very, very interesting battle stylistically as to how each fighter approaches the fight. That said, I'm a massive Callum Smith fan. I'm never going to back against our guy. I really hope Callum gets it done, so I'm going to say Callum Smith, 9th round stoppage.
It is now fight week. We have Canelo Alvarez taking on Callum Smith in a huge fight at super middleweight. And honestly, for me, actually, this was a tough one to call. I know most people are going with Canelo Alvarez, but I think I'm going to call something a little different. I'm going to go with a wild card decision here. I'm going to say that Callum Smith is going to take this by split decision, if not unanimous victory, because he's trying to avenge his brother. I think this is a big deal. And honestly, I think although he didn't look that great in his last fight versus John Ryder, I think he's going to turn the tables this time. I think that honestly, he's going to shock the world. And Canelo, you know, he's promoted by himself now. He's gone through a lot this year. I think maybe he's not mentally prepared for this fight. I could be wrong. It is Canelo Alvarez, of course, but I'm going with Smith.
Let's see fight this weekend when Callum Smith takes on Canelo. I keep changing my mind, so I was pretty certain that Canelo would win. But then the more I think about it, Callum Smith does have good leverage in his arms. He's got good height and he can punch down. You know, Canelo is arguably pound for pound number one in the world, and he punches very hard, but we've seen him have relatively close fights with the likes of Kovalev and Danny Jacobs recently. And I sort of think, well, if they can do it, you'd have to say that Callum Smith would be able to compete with those kind of people. So I think he will have more success than I initially thought he would. It's probably my indication that Smith will start really well, and it'll be a really nip and tuck, but I just fancy Canelo to stop him to the body late on. But I really hope I'm wrong, and I wouldn't be at all surprised if Smith wins, and it's just a case of the better big man beating the better small man on the night, as was the case with Lomachenko and Lopez.
Hi guys, it's Bobby Gunn from SimBoxx with my preview for Callum Smith and Canelo this Saturday night. I think that Callum Smith is a world-class fighter, but I think Canelo's elite, and I believe that Canelo will get inside the jab, and I think he'll chop the tree down with the body shots. I think he's the best, one of the best in the world at judging distance and getting inside and making the fight his fight and being where he wants to be in the fight. And I think he'll take him out in round 6 to 7 with body shots.
Guys, it's Lee here from SimBoxx. Just give my opinion on the big one this weekend with Callum Smith and Canelo. I mean, it's a massive opportunity for Callum Smith, and I would love to see him come away with a win. But I just think that Canelo is going to be way too much for him. I think he stops him with the body shot, maybe around 5 to 6. And I think his body work is unreal. I mean, Callum Smith does look massive, so we can hope that the good big man beats the good little man. But yeah, I'll be honest, I really can't see past Canelo this weekend, as much as I would love to.